Greetings everyone, this is Elizabeth. It is October 7th. Yesterday I did a live and didn't really have a chance to make a video for you guys. So hopefully I'll squeeze in an extra one later this week. Today we're going to use these cute little pumpkins from the Tim Holtz THMM 127. And I do believe that's Tim Holtz mixed media. These came in a set at Joann's. So you get the pumpkins and stuff, and then they had some matching stencils that went with them. And I already have the 3 out that I want to use because they were the more cuter, not so scary ones. Because if we want to turn this into a fall card, we can easily do that because these are kind of happy pumpkins. We don't have to use the Halloween colors or anything like that. So what I did is I just kind of wanted to make it a little bit simple and use up some of my scraps. So I went to my Halloween drawer and I just pulled out anything that was in there. I even had fabric in there. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna get our card base. We're gonna lay our pumpkins in here and kind of see where we want to go. And right here, when you get all your pieces out, you can kind of see how they interact with each other. This one's a little bit dark compared to the rest. Okay, and I'm really liking how those are mixing together. Those right there, even that little polka dot one. Okay, so I'm gonna grab those and I'm gonna stay away from these. Now, if you want to make it a little bit more spooky Halloween, that's when you can definitely grab these, put your little pumpkins on top, and you're good to go. But again, I'm going kind of cutesy, not too scary. Ooh, yep, I think we need a little bit of spiderweb. That might be okay. We'll see. We'll see how it goes as we start putting it together. But you can use fabric. I mean, anything you want. This is pretty cool fabric. I might have to use that on another card. But I've got enough papers here. I might be able to do 2 cards. So we're going to set all these scraps aside. Oh, there's a little Christmas scrap in there. Set those aside. And then we're just going to pop... Okay, and yeah, see this one I got a little mucky muck on, and that's okay. Because what we're just going to do is just kind of like how it felt. We're just going to see what it looks like, you know, piled up on here. I think we'll do that, and we'll do that. Get this little stripedy right there, and maybe do this one across the whole top a little bit. Maybe put this one over that one a little bit. So we definitely have enough to fill our paper. Okay. And so all we need to do, it's not rocket science. We're not doing crazies. We're gonna pull this one down a little. So I know I'm just going to trim that. Just trim that just like that. Find my little mark on there. Put the larger side on the inside. And just kind of line it up with one of the guidelines. Doesn't have to be exact. It's actually a little bit wider than the others. Try not to bury my stuff. So I'll have my little cutting mat, and then I've got a nice lovely little strip. Try not to move that too much. So I'm going to set that right back in there. Then this little guy, I moved everything. So we're going to go like that. We're going to go like that. And I like you in there. And I think I just want a hint of that spider web. Nothing too drastic. And then this particular stripe, we're gonna set right in there. Okay, so I only need a little bit of this one. Put a little mark on there. And we're gonna snip that little gem down. Slide that in there. Okay. And then we're gonna snip a little bit of that off. See, I don't even need to measure that one. I'm just gonna eyeball it. Because if they overlap or butt up, that's going to be okay. Now, I want a little bit more of this one, so I'm going to just trim a section of this one down. We still need it to come over there, and then I'll be able to do that. So that looks fabulous. So if I look over here, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue this one down first, and I'm just going to hold them together and kind of slide them off my card just like so, and I'll be able to just start gluing these down. Gonna have ourselves an easy peasy. And we don't need it thick. Okay, and I probably shouldn't have gone all the way to the tippity top, but that's okay. I'm just gonna line this one up right on the edge. I'm gonna flip it over and smush it down and see that it's hanging off a little right there. It's being a little stubborn. It dried already. That happens. This glue is so fabulous. It just dries quick. Don't need a ton. Let's try this again. I don't want you hanging off this time. There we go. Give that a good press. Get my sticky scissors, because I've got glue sticking out right there. And if you guys are hearing some weird, strange noises, it's raining. And I've got a window open because it's muggy here in Ohio. And I want to be able to breathe. Alright. So now we're looking at our little stack. And we're just going to grab this piece because it's going to sit on top of everything. Okay. Do it this way this time, so I don't have to glue up too much. And then I'm just going to line it up. And yes, you could be absolutely precise and cut that one down exactly, but I don't have time for that. We're just gonna set it on there and snip it off, because that's how I roll. And these are already scraps, so it's not like we're wasting paper. We're actually saving the paper. Okay, so now we're gonna go for the next lowest one, and this one has two things on top of it, so we're just gonna slide it out. And we're just going to set it right on top. And I don't want it too scary, so I'm just going to hide that little bit of that, a little bit more of that. And this is just Halloween paper that's been hanging around in my drawer. Okay, I mostly get it at Michael's, the Recollections. You know, they've got nice paper packs, but I've been collecting paper for years, so it's kind of... Whoa, that one. That was a nice one. That one kind of made me jump. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was a big ol' thunder crack. Whew. That gets your heart pumping. Holy moly. Okay, so yeah, we went with this one because this one was sitting on top of it, and then this one will go right in there. And that other one's going to sit right on top of everybody. Just to kind of like cap it off. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Now we're going to, you know what? These might be super cute just in a white, black and white. So let me zoom through. I'm just going to fussy cut these little cuties out and I'll be right back. Look at those little cuties. Now they are a little stark white, a little too stark white for me, but sometimes you just don't know until you put it down on paper. So what we're gonna do is we're going to find an orange carved pumpkin. How fitting. So we're gonna grab some carved pumpkin, and pardon me while I search for the orange brush. It was in there. It was just buried. So we're gonna tap, 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 because I just want super light color. I don't want it drastic at all. Look at that. Those just perfect. And see, because I've tapped it onto the glass, okay, I can just use it. I don't have to re-tap or anything. I can just pick up right off the glass, and we have our pumpkin. Let me get this cleaned up. I'll be right back. Nice and clean. And look at our little pumpkins. We'll put the little tall dude in there. And I think we're gonna pop those up a little bit just because they need some dimension. Okay, let me zoom through this boring little part because we all know how this Arteza tape stuff is. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. We'll start with the little guy in the middle. Just make sure he's kind of centered. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we'll put him there. And we'll put him here. Now, to change this up to a fall card, you can have like squirrels or little critters without little costumes, or some leaves. You could do actually quite a bit of leaves right through the center, and then just have these more on the fall-y side with some reds and some browns in there, more so than the oranges and whatnot. But yeah, what do you guys think? Super quickie little card. I might just do another video right after this. Sorry for the handshake. I don't know what I'm doing. So there it is. I hope you like this little card, and if it inspires you to do some simple paper piecing of a background and simple stamping, be sure to share it on the Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends on Facebook, or tag me on Instagram at pound Chat with Sassy. I would love to see what you create out there. Have fun, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.